Ladies and gentlemen, as our students enter the field and our faculty enters Academy Field, we welcome you to the 157th commencement exercise on the beautiful campus of Newburgh Free Academy. Our Newburgh Free Academy band is directed by Mr. Chris Zudas of the main campus and Ethan Goodsight of the North Campus. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome the Newburgh Free Academy class of 2022 on Academy Field. They are led by Valedictorian Megan Cameron and Salutatorian Nathan Teal. Also accompanying our class are retirees, our retiring teachers, Jillian Cassie, Erin Creasy, Vilma Fernandez, David Mills, Irina Moorhead, James Nee, Mike Truncali, and Amy Wright. Led by their class advisors, Melanie Larkin and Sandy Baines. Give them a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. After the 2 years that they have had, they deserve every minute of this. At this time, we ask our audience to please rise with our graduates. And we ask you to remain standing for the national anthem and also for our alma mater, the yellow and the blue. They will be sung by the madrigal under the direction of Miss Jillian Cassie.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please remain standing.
Other schools may have their colors, all the rainbow hues may blend. To our own we'll still be loyal, and their honor will defend. For the river's tint at sunset and the distant mountains' hue mingle here upon our banner in the yellow and the blue.
You may be seated. A thank you for the presentation of our colors by our Air Force Junior ROTC. And at this time, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome NFA Scope Principal, Mr. Mateo Dotto.
How's everybody doing? You guys good? All right. We're going to get started today. Mr. Forget, our interim superintendent, members of the superintendent's cabinet, Ms. Maneo, our board president, Mr. Howard, board vice president, and the members of the Board of Education, family, friends, and of course, the members of the Newburgh Free Academy, class of 2022, I say welcome to our commencement ceremony. At every graduation, you can see a variety of emotions, excitement, hope, and ambition in the soon-to-be graduates' eyes. Proud family members waiting anxiously to hear your name. Faculty and staff are excited to see their students reach this incredible milestone. But despite the enormous amounts of enthusiasm, graduations can be usually tedious, especially if a speaker delivers a lengthy speech. So, it is my hope that today I speak to you by telling a very, very short story. Exactly 40 years ago tomorrow, to be exact, June 24th, 1982, I sat here, where you're sitting, to become an official graduate and an NFA alum. It was a beautiful day. Mr. Forget, our intern superintendent, was sitting here too. Miss McKnight, where's Miss McKnight? Michelle McKnight. Where are you, Miss McKnight? There you go. She was sitting here today, or 40 years ago today. And I'm sure there were many people in our audience from the class of 1982. Any 1982 Out there? We got a couple, okay. And many other classes that graduate in academy field, all very proud go-backs. That day, we were facing that way. 4 separate sections and focusing our eyes on trying to find our family members in the stands. But by the way, we only got 4 tickets too. We listened to the speech from our principal, Dr. Torville, and you know what? I cannot remember a word he said. The only thing I remember is thank you and congratulations. Just like you're wishing for me to do that right now from you. But I do remember thinking, what now? What am I going to do 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, 40 years from now? Well, 40 years from now, you have the answer because I'm standing before you very proud as one of your co-principals. But I was also thinking of where I came from and how did I get on this field. I thought about when I first came to this country, to Newburgh, when I was 8 years old, from a journey to a high school graduation. All the teachers that helped me believe in myself. Miss Hopper, my 4th grade teacher at Liberty Street School. Miss Maneo, our board president, my E&L teacher at Montgomery Street School, now HOH. Yes, our proud president was my E&L teacher, and she takes credit for teaching me how to speak English. Thank you, Miss Maneo. Miss Vanacore, my 6th grade teacher at South Junior High School, and the many teachers at NFA, Mr. Shabesta, my business teacher, Mr. Gogard, my English teacher, and many more who impacted my life. Now you sit here, and I'm sure you are thinking how many people impacted your life. You're thinking about where you're going, remembering your 4th grade teacher, your 6th grade teacher, and many NFA teachers and staff that have impacted your life. It is important to know where you come from in order to know where you're going. Our community here in Newburgh is what defines us, and being a part of a go-back nation is being part of being a go-back for life. And when your name is announced today, you will be an NFA alumni. So how do we close this short story? Well, let me tell you. I would like to invite to the stage some people that you know. Mr. Spellman and Mr. Cavanaugh, could you please come on stage? Mr. Rothman and Mr. Vasquez, please come on stage. Ms. Clark from West, please come on stage. Ms. Valentino, acting co-principal, who was with you guys for the last 3 years, over 3 years of your high school. And any guidance counselors, teachers in the stands, anybody that supported this class, please stand and please congratulate our class. But, hold on, before you do that, I have an idea of how we're going to close this story. So as all of us stand symbolic in front of you, we have invited some guests here today, and I think you might be interested. So let's just hear me out. I'm going to introduce to you the future class of 2034. The future class of NFA 2034. Just remember where you came from. Just remember how far you've come. From Bombville. Who's from Bombville? Escorted by the school representative, Mary Jo Rosher. Anaja Young, our kindergarten. And Ryder Stinson. From Fostertown, Miss Mojica, kindergartner Jordan Gibson, and Romeo Morales. From Gardnertown, assistant principal Marcy Haywood, Victoria Hutchinson, and Dallas Soliva. From Gidney Avenue School, there we go, Jessica Torres, our teacher, students Hannah Gabby Madrid Perez, and Gabriel Mann. From Horizon on the Hudson, Kareem Bunce, assistant principal, with Leilani Noemi Colborn and LaShawn Future Fielding. From Meadow Hill School, Scott Prokosh, principal, with Maya Elegon and Elijah Class. From New Windsor School, teacher Lizette Cruz, Amelia Tavares, and Mason Clement. From Temple Hill School, escorted by Ms. Sobolewski, filling in, Elena Shevdiva and Amelia Arnold. And from Vales Gate, Serial Briscoe Perez, our principal, with Natalie Bruckner and Ayan Chambers. Hey, the class of 2022, I would like to introduce to you again the future class of 2034. And as you look at them, you know where you were a long time ago and how you got here. And imagine this 12 years from now, them sitting where you're sitting, being able to be called an NFA graduate, an NFA alum, a true go back. And from all of us up here that have represented you and been part of your life, we thank you and congratulate you. Congratulations. NFA go backs for life. All right, so they're going to practice, as you did this morning, to march off that way, so when they get to 12th grade and seniors, they know how to get their diploma. All right, let's give them a big hand, guys. Mr. Rothman, I'm sorry. I didn't call you Mr. Rothman. I did? Okay. Thank you, everyone. Congratulations, class of 2022. You deserve it.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is our pleasure to introduce the salutatorian of our 2022 class, Nathan Teal.
Good evening, everyone. If I'm being honest, when I was told I was the class of 2022 salutatorian, the first thought in my mind was, oh no. I'm gonna have to stand up on that stage and give a speech in front of hundreds of people. Of course, I was also excited and proud, but I would be just as proud if I were sitting with all of you on the field. But what I was worried about wasn't that I had to speak in front of such a large crowd. I was worried that I wouldn't have the right things to say. I don't have anything interesting to share or any important advice that hasn't been said 100 times already. The truth is, I didn't think I could do it. It seemed like such a big responsibility that I just wasn't ready for. But then I realized that we all might feel the same way. As we graduate today, we are all getting ready to take our next step, whether that's to continue our education, begin a career, go off to serve our country, or just take some extra time to decide. No matter what your next step is or where you're going, we will all be doing something that we've never done before. This will be our next challenge. And as I said before, we may feel like we're not ready. However, throughout my senior year at NFA, I've spent a lot of time reflecting on my experiences from elementary school to today. In some ways, I still feel like that 5-year-old kid getting on the bus for the first time, unsure of what to expect on my first day of school. Maybe we have that in common. I'm sure that most of us still feel worried about our next step. However, after this time of reflection, I realized I just am not that same kid. None of us are. We must recognize that we have changed so much, and I can confidently say that we're all much more prepared to take that next step than we realize. Already, we have faced many challenges and have learned so much from them. I have seen the barriers that my classmates and friends have needed to overcome, and I witnessed the courage with which they faced them. Whether it was in school, at home, or within our community, we've all faced adversity in our lives and have had the strength to overcome it. We are here today because of that. The experiences that we've had over the past 12 years, the challenges, and our determination to keep going have more than prepared us for our next chapter. It is okay to be uncertain. We may be worried about what is to come, but know that we have already grown so much more than we realize, and whatever we do next, we will excel. So when you are faced with any new fears or worries about your future, just remember how much you've grown and those people who've helped you get there. Go back to those people that have helped you in the past, teachers, counselors, family, friends, and fellow classmates. Don't forget what helped you through all of these challenges. You are not alone, and just because you are graduating Newburgh Free Academy today doesn't mean that you are leaving these great people behind. So thank you to all of the families, friends, faculty, and staff who have helped us these past years, and congratulations to all of you who have worked so hard to be here.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is our pleasure to introduce the valedictorian of the 2022 Newburgh Free Academy class, Megan Cameron.
Hello, everyone. I'm Megan Cameron, and I'm extremely proud to be up here representing Newburgh Free Academy class of 2022. Congratulations. Some of you may know me from gym or from the CAF. Some of you may have met me in the pool or remember me from our early days at New Windsor School. Maybe you've taught me before, helped me when I was just a lost freshman, or passed me by in the hallway once or twice. Maybe it's your first time meeting me and you're sitting there wondering whether I'm going to be a good public speaker or not. Regardless of how you know me, these past 4 years at NFA have forged a unique bond between all of us that we will hold for the rest of our lives. We were forced to face unprecedented hardship and loss, but we faced it together, and look where we are now. In spite of these challenges, we were determined to turn our last year into a memorable one, and I'm so grateful that my position as senior class president allowed me to play a role in helping that goal come to fruition. This past year, we celebrated championship seasons, put on amazing musical and theatrical performances, and waited in eager anticipation for the next post from NFA memes on Instagram. We trained for Powder Puff football and Peach Fuzz volleyball, showcased our school spirit by carrying our school supplies in tires, mailboxes, and car doors, brought life and color to our hallways by painting spectacular murals, broke school records, served our community in more ways than I can count, showcased our academic prowess, and topped it off with our senior prom last Friday. Over 500 of us came together to celebrate one last time, and I will never forget the fun I had and the pride I felt for our class on that dance floor. Moments like these make me feel so grateful for the friends I have made here. You guys have no idea how much you mean to me. Thank you for believing in me, appreciating me for who I am, and being the reason I look forward to coming to school every day. And of course, none of this would have been possible without the support of the NFA teachers, staff, and administration. Thank you for guiding us, inspiring us, and showing us what it means to be a Goldback. I would not be here today without you, and I know that plenty of my fellow classmates feel the same way. I'm going to miss you all so much, and knowing that some of my teachers are graduating with me today makes this moment even more special. On a more personal note, I've learned a lot about myself during my time here, and I believe that these lessons will continue to help me grow and succeed far into the future. As we move forward into the next stages of our lives, whether that means entering the workforce, training in the trades or technical fields, serving in the military, or pursuing higher education in college, I hope that sharing my experience could offer some assistance in your path to success as well. Firstly, I've observed over the past couple years, and especially these past couple months, that a lot of people have this preconceived notion that being accepted into an Ivy League school or being named valedictorian or salutatorian requires an almost painful amount of dedication, that in order to achieve such high grades for so long, you need to basically sell your soul in the process. I'm aware that everyone's path is different, but I never, ever felt like I was changing who I was in order to get to this point. I believe that the moment I allowed myself to focus solely on what I was passionate about and stop comparing myself to others was when things got significantly better for me. I wasn't just trying to get good grades for the sake of doing better than other people. I no longer felt obligated to fulfill the expectations that I thought others had for me. It definitely involved a lot of hard work, but I started forging my own path and took control of my story, which presented me with opportunities that I never thought would have been available to me. This made my high school experience so much more enjoyable, and I encourage you all to embrace the things that are exciting, fulfilling, and legitimately fun for you, regardless of what others expect of you. Secondly, do not avoid pursuing these passions because you are afraid of embarrassment. I am a swimmer, not a basketball player, so I was very confused when I was requested to be a partner on the NFA Unified basketball team. a fully inclusive program that provides an opportunity for students to participate in a varsity sport where each player can contribute to the team with their own unique skills. Of course, I was eager to participate, but I knew that I was severely lacking in basketball know-how. As my coaches and teammates can attest, it was not uncommon for my shots to end up stuck on top of the shot clock. However, if I let my fear of embarrassing myself prevent me from joining the team, I would have missed out on one of the most rewarding experiences of my life. I developed diverse relationships, close friendships, and memories with my coaches and teammates that I will treasure forever. As we embark on new paths, I urge you to try new things, because there is great power in looking silly and not caring that you do. Thirdly, being a leader is difficult and risky, but it is so worth it. Being trusted to make a difference is a privilege, and you learn so many valuable lessons when you hold that responsibility. Coach Pat Kavanaugh taught me how to make a difference on the swim team in the face of mental and physical challenges at practice every single day. Learning how to adjust my mindset by turning self-doubt, exhaustion, and frustration into motivation, resiliency, and patience is a skill that has helped me in so many areas of my life, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. Thank you for seeing those capabilities in me since the very beginning, Coach, even though 8th grade me was quite different from the me I'll see up here today. Speaking of 8th grade me, a memory from the drive home after my 8th grade moving up ceremony in the NFA main auditorium comes to my mind. As I looked at the certificates in my lap, thinking about how many major changes were waiting for me as I got closer and closer to starting high school, I remember asking my parents if they thought I could be valedictorian someday. Kind of joking, but not really at the same time. My mom responded instantly by saying, "We think you can do anything that you set your mind to." Mom, Dad, I did it, and I did it all for you. I love you more than anything, and being your daughter is by far my biggest achievement. With that being said, I want to wish the class of 2022 congratulations once again. It's a brand new start and a dream come true. Thank you so, so much. Good luck, and remember to treat people with kindness.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we will introduce our interim superintendent of schools, Mr. Ed Forget.
Good evening, class of 2022. This is a night to celebrate you. Have fun with the beach balls. Enjoy, because this is your night. Sorry, faculty, staff, teachers, administrators, but it is their night. So, let me begin with our families, faculty, and staff. Graduates, I would like you to stand up. I would like a round of applause for all the families, for all the support systems, for all your friends that have helped you get here. We wouldn't be here without you. Thank you. Don't forget this side. Thank you very much. So, just like when we were in high school, Mr. Dotto copied most of my speech, so I'm not going to repeat it. But 40 years ago, we were sitting on this field. But I was also sitting there with Mr. Anderson, one of your social studies teachers. What I remember most was sitting with my friends and being with my friends. So this night is not going to be about us as adults. It's going to be about you as the graduates. This is your time to celebrate all of the hard work, dedication, and accomplishments that you have. So I've got one message to share. Just because you're graduating doesn't mean that your teachers, your staff, and your administrators have completed their work. Please know we are always here to support you. Also know that you are a part of the enlarged city school district. That means that you have supports from the town of Newburgh, the town of New Windsor, and the city of Newburgh. Not many school districts have that. This evening, we also have a few people who wanted to share their pride in your accomplishments. We've got a special video for you to see.
great teacher way back when, and here you are, ready to graduate and move on out into the world. So bring your love of history with you, and of course now it's your turn to make your own history. So best wishes, good luck for the future.
Hi, class of 2022. It's Miss Ross, and I was the fifth grade teacher. Congratulations.
Hi, it's Miss Gaspia. I taught you in kindergarten. Congratulations, and I wish you the best of luck with your future plans.
I graduated class of 2022. I'm Mrs. Suarez Riggs. I taught you either in second grade or fifth grade, maybe even fourth and third. Congratulations and good luck.
Hello, graduates. It's Mrs. Velosi. For some of you, I was your kindergarten teacher. I am so proud of all of you. Congratulations.
Hi, everyone. Remember us from middle school? I'm Miss Cordia. Miss Valentin Garcia. Mrs. Stewart. Mrs. Malvika. We were your teachers at Meadow Hill or kindergarten. Congratulations, guys.
So as you can see, we are all very proud of you. And at this time, I have the proud honor to certify you as the class of 2022. Ready? As the interim superintendent of schools, in accordance with the authority granted to me by the New York State Board of Regents, I hereby certify that these candidates have qualified for a New York State high school diploma. I therefore authorize members of our Board of Education to present you with your diplomas at this time.
And now our madrigals will perform the senior song, It's Time, by the Imagine Dragons, arranged by Jillian Cassie and performed by the Newburgh Free Academy Madrigals.
So this is what you meant when you said that you were spent. And now it's time to build from the bottom of the pit right to the top. Don't look back. Packing my bags and giving the academy a rain check. I don't ever want to let you down. I don't ever want to leave this town. 'Cause after all, the city never sleeps at night. It's time to begin, isn't it? I get a little bit bigger, but then I'll admit I'm just the same as I was. Oh, don't you understand? I'm never changing who I am. So this is where you fell, and I am left to sell. The path to heaven leads through miles of crowded hell right to the top. Don't look back. Turn into rags and giving the commodities a rain check. I don't ever want to let you down. I don't ever want to leave this town. 'Cause after all, the city never sleeps at night. It's time to begin, isn't it? I get a little bit bigger, but
Again, a nice hand for our madrigals. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to invite members of the Board of Education, our President, Carol Moneo, and Vice President Phil Howard, and the members of our Board of Education to stand up and help confer diplomas for our 2022 class as they begin their graduation here on Academy Field.
Mr. Robert Ross, class of 1976.
The Board of Education of the Newburgh Enlarged City School District hereby approves the issuance of a high school diploma through New York State Operation Recognition to Mr. Robert Ross. In 1976, Mr. Ross enrolled in the Army during his senior year at NFA and proudly served his country. Once enlisted in 1976, he was sent to basic training, advanced individual training, at Fort Bliss, Texas. After training on his first day as a soldier, he was ordered to South Korea for an alert red given by President Jimmy Carter. North Korea was advancing on South Korea during the Cold War. Robert spent 3 months sleeping in an Army tent on high alert in the DMZ that borders North and South Korea. Robert went on to spend an additional 3 years in Korea before returning stateside to Fort Stewart, Georgia, where he finished an additional tour ending in 1983. Robert is currently a church chaplain and a devoted husband and father to 4 children and 6 grandchildren. Mr. Ross, we thank you for your service and dedication to our country. Congratulations.
Megan Cameron, Valedictorian and Senior Class President.
Nathan Teal, Salutatorian.
Ava Corsetti, Senior Class Vice President.
Jared Karen, Senior Class Secretary.
Emily Negrinelli, Senior Class Treasurer.
Jackson Burley, Executive Council President.
Carly Peroto, Executive Council Vice President.
Dana Cabus, Executive Council Secretary.
Gurleen Kaur.
John O'Sullivan, Executive Music Council Treasurer.
Sophia Turenshock.
Madison Valenti, Music Council Executive President.
Thais Zosiah.
Michael Abrams.
Haiti Abrego Medrano.
Delina
Crystal Adorno.
Alexander Agudo.
Jocelyn Aguilar.
Amanda Ahern.
Kaylee Albert.
Adam Ahmed.
Emmanuel Miranda.
Kaid Al-Gohim.
Mawada Al-Ghazali.
Bailey Allen.
Fernando Alvarez.
Jefferson Almendarez.
Michael Alonzo.
Allison Alvarenga.
Alexa Nicole Alvarez.
Joshua Alvarez.
Miriam Alsgall.
Mark Anthony Amaya.
Anthony Anzalone.
Stephanie Aquino.
Yvette Aquino.
Flor Arden.
Jared Arellano.
Christian Arenas.
Jared Argueta Ortega.
Angel Arispe.
Justin Armstrong.
Amaya Arnold.
Jazani Arnold.
Sean Badillo.
Rakesha Bailey.
Sydney Bangari.
Brandon Benuelos.
Hazel Barahona.
Stephen Barahona.
Kenya Baraza.
Soraya Bediaco.
Jocelyn Bell.
Megan Bell.
Jennifer Bello.
Stephen Bello.
Alexandra Belugan.
Ashley Benitez.
Brianna Nicole Benitez.
Gabriela Anciani.
Sarah Bernabe.
Xavier Bernard.
Cameron Betcher.
Anissa Bia.
Yanasia Black.
Joshua Blake.
Joshua Bolivar.
Jalen Boyd.
Cheyenne Boyd.
Tyrese Billups.
Kendall Bradham.
Samaj Branch.
Eliza Bravo.
Jason Bravo.
Anthony Boafo.
Natalia Marie.
Gerald Sonny Briggs.
Amaya Brock.
Aisha Brown.
Jason Brown.
Meshach Brown.
Brianna Bruno Lowe.
Majane Bryant.
Wilmer Ali Bueso.
Jenna Bunch.
Samara Burks.
Alex Burnett.
Ariana Burnham.
Damian Burns.
Tyler Busby.
Sulema Bustos.
Angel Carcamo.
Ariana Elizabeth Camacho.
Amber Lynn Canfield.
Kendall Marge Canfield.
Noel Capadisi.
Melissa Carvajal.
Lizzie Martinez.
Alexander Carino.
Francisco Carino.
Jose Carlo.
Jaylene Carpio.
Zaire Carson.
Braden Casal.
Matthew Kazaza.
Ellis Fernandez.
Christian Castellan.
Juan Castillo Jr.
Ashley Catalan Rodriguez.
Isabella Catanzaro.
Alex Celedon.
Samantha Christine Sendagorta.
Jason Chanowski.
Salem Charles.
Donasia Cheatham.
Ariana Antonella Chero.
Susana Gabriela Chihuahua.
Rachel Cece.
Olivia Soleil Clanton.
Eric Colati.
Ryan Kahn.
Liam Connolly.
Charles Corbin.
Anthony Correa.
Lizette Cortez.
Leah Cortez.
Aaron Cosby.
Emma Cosgrove.
Jacqueline Catini.
Gavin Countryman.
Amante Kauser.
Nyasia Kauser.
Omar Cowan.
Skylar Keolani Creary.
Adani Johan Crespo Marini.
Jennifer Chrysostomo.
Andre Crosby Jr.
Taylor Crossman.
Alan Cruz.
Ennis Cruz.
Kaylin Cruz.
Ruby Esmeralda Cruz.
Christopher Jesus Cruz Salazar.
Alondra Cruz Delgado.
Januel Cuellar.
Ciara Colbreth.
Terrell Cummings.
Terrence Cummings.
Gita Dali.
Brooke Dannyluck.
Millie Davila.
Alana Davis.
Jacqueline Cruz.
Ashley De La Rosa.
Jeremy De La Rosa.
Jose De La Trinidad.
Ashley Carolina De Leon.
Hennessy De Leon.
Lisette Delgado.
Michael Deo.
Cece Diaz.
Giselle Diaz Reyes.
Carmen Jeanette.
Osman Diaz.
Connor Deneen.
Daniel Dupree.
Gianna Di Stefano.
Aaliyah Dixon.
Bryson Dominguez.
Vincent Dominguez.
Jay Demond.
Zachary Don.
Leela Donaldson.
Diamond Drakes.
Jaden Dry.
Eric Duncan.
Anastasia DeRocher.
Trinity Dyer.
William Eckel.
Adam Elabadi.
John Eliadis.
Ahmed El Nashili.
Kareem El Nashili.
Akiri Damian Enaboifo.
Jonathan Enriquez.
Rafael Erazo.
June Erden.
Makai Douglas Erskine.
Diana Escobar.
Sasha Nicole Espinosa.
Ava Esposito.
Caitlin Evans.
Simon Niame Evans.
Marissa Fagan.
Emma Fat.
Ashley Ferguson.
John Fernpong.
Jean Fernandez.
Colin Fields.
Javon Carl Santiago.
Grace Elizabeth Flynn.
Nicholas Foose.
Isaiah Forbes.
Brandon Forrestal.
Brianna Fody.
Tavisha Francis.
Kristen Franco.
Maya Frazier.
Adam Fuentes.
Jessaniah Fuentes.
Unique Fuller.
Manuel Vladimir Galarza Leka.
Miranda Galavis.
Emily Gallagher.
Alicia Galveo. Sarah Galvez.
Olivia Gangemi.
Adrian Garcia.
Alexa Garcia.
Angel Noé Garcia.
Anthony Garcia.
Elisa Garcia.
Johnny Garcia.
Myra Garcia.
Miguel Garcia.
Nestor Garcia.
Vivian Garcia.
Israel Adonai Garcia Medrano.
Jocelyn Garcia Marquez.
Dren Gashi.
Talia Jarina.
Sajay Gershon Joseph.
Jayaki Gilchrist.
Anthony Thomas Giorgiani.
Marilyn Jerome.
Shalea Glasper.
Anastasia Glover.
Billy Goldstein.
Giselle Gonzalez.
Belen Gonzalez.
Chelsea Gonzalez.
Javion Gordon.
Vito Grassi.
Cassandra Granado.
Ellison Granda.
Hannibal Grant.
Zoe Graves.
Amavion Grayson.
Angel Green.
Joshua Green.
Stephen Green.
Essence Green.
Chrisley Gregorio.
Alec Grogan.
Anthony Gucciardo.
Brian Guerra.
Gutierrez.
Angeline Gutierrez.
Jorge Gutierrez.
Aurelis Guzman.
Carla Guzman.
Jaire Alexandra Guzman.
Marco Guzman.
Michelle Guzman.
Matthew Hagan.
Michael Hagan.
Jalen Hall.
Kaylee Olivia Hager.
Alana Halsey.
Jaden Tashawn Harris.
Aiden Harrison.
Brizena Taina Harvey.
Mohammed Hassan.
Madeline Haviland.
S.M. Hyatt.
Eric Heitmuller.
Nate Hemingway.
Zoriana Jolie Henry.
Manuel Hernandez.
Nicholas Hernandez.
Lisby Lopez.
Kevin Hernandez.
Angel Herrera.
Christopher Herrera.
Maria Teresa Herrera.
Anthony Hill.
Bryce Holland.
Naya Holly.
Faith Mitchell.
Geraldo Howell.
Keswain Howell.
Evan Hutchins.
Nicholas Hutchins.
Armanda Inoa Paulina.
Dylan Iolano.
Lee Isaacs.
Isabella Jabor.
Giovanni Jackson.
Jaden Jackson Ayo.
Yair Jimenez.
Fatima Jaradat.
Micaiah Jemerson.
Aiden Johnson.
Elshawn Johnson.
Curtis Jones.
Javariani Jones.
Christine Joyaska.
Alan Juarez.
Triesta Justino.
Camille Kelly.
Imani Diana Keenan.
Cody Kennison.
Jalakai King.
Josiah King.
Zakaria King.
Ryan Kirby.
Naya Kirkland Rich.
Bryce Knight.
Emily Elizabeth Knipple.
Jan Kruger.
Sanaya Kylan.
Madeline Lake.
Kayla Teresa Lambert.
Jake Lanzer.
Alyssa Lawson.
Jonathan Leland.
Nancy Lema Chabla.
Rafael Leon.
Kevin Lito.
Angelben Lazama.
Natalie Lazama.
Anna Kate Link.
Shanna Linen.
Ryan Lisa.
Aaron Lloyd.
Jaden Lloyd.
Jackson Locke.
Maxwell Locke.
Marcellus Lockleary.
Craig LaFaro.
Gustavo Lopez.
Isaiah Lopez.
Jacob Elijah Lopez.
Jessica Lopez.
Kaylee Lopez.
Shane Lopez.
Bridget Lopez Vidal.
Yareli Loredo.
Adriana Isabella Lozano.
Orlando David Lozano.
Stephen Lucero Cruz.
Jason Ledford Jr.
Estefany Luis.
Hudson Lujan.
Adeline Luna.
Jocelyn Luna.
Rigo Angel Atzel Luna.
Made Luna.
Luis Maceda.
Eric Magana.
Jason Magana.
Idam Majid.
Joshua Bryce Maldonado Moyer.
Oscar Ociel Manzano.
Anthony Manzi.
Sophia Mariday.
Ronaldo Enrique Marcos Lazaro.
Adali Marine.
Alexander Ethan Marinelli.
Joseph Martin.
Sierra Martin.
Brianna Martinez.
Daniel Martinez.
Eric Daniel Martinez. Jennifer Martinez.
Marcos Martinez.
Melissa Martinez.
Tobias Mason.
Imani Mays.
Kaya Octavia McCoy.
Connor McDowell.
Sean Patrick McGarvey.
Deloy McKenzie.
Maya McMillan.
Javon McCarty.
James Patrick McGillicuddy.
Saray Namaya McLean.
Ryan Matthew McMahon.
Madison Claire McMillan.
Molly Rose McMurtry.
Sarah Rachel McMurtry.
Mariah McNeil.
Daniela Mejia.
Jasmine Mejia.
Osiris Mejia.
Victoria Yvette Melendez.
Odali Melgares.
Ariana Mendoza.
Axel Mendoza.
Daniel Mendoza.
Isabella Mendoza.
Josue Mendoza.
Carolina Isidora Mera.
Leonardo Mera.
Anais Mercedes.
Fihama Marino.
Aileen Mestizo.
Zachary May.
Rain Meyer.
Taisha Renesca Michelle.
Sonia Milian.
Allison Marie Miller.
Omara Moffett.
Adam Mohammed.
Gino Molina.
Javian Molina.
Hudson Monestein.
Samuel Kenneth Montez.
Devin Moody.
Jermaine Moody.
Genesis Delilah.
John Morales.
Daniel Moran.
Dimitri Morgan.
Ava Morel.
Destiny Morrison.
Mariana Arujo Mozo.
Talia Lane Mucci.
Nayeli Munez.
Ingrid Murga.
Erin Murphy.
James Niclario.
Damian Nava.
Matthew Nava.
Melanie Neri.
Berlin Newman.
Ryan Nugent.
Maria Niento Fuentes.
Zachary Joseph Norton.
Andrew Noto.
Esmeralda Nunez.
Jimmy Nunez.
Madison Page O'Connell.
Andrea O'Neill.
Soraya Oates.
Alexia Ochoa.
Arisbedi Ochoa.
Natasha Ochoa.
Sam Okeo.
Leandro Ethan Orfano.
Jasmine Ortega.
Ivan Castillo.
Kyriel Ortiz.
Kyron Ortiz.
Samantha Osei Sarkoti.
Christian Ordonez.
Tyra Giselle Osuba.
Nadia Ohaj.
Noah Pabon.
Israel Pagan.
Mariana Pagan.
Jefferson Palacios.
Brandon Parker.
Sophia Parker.
Giovanni Peguero.
Kiana Peguero.
Abad Pelaz.
Jamie Pena Rios.
Cameron Perdomo.
Daniel Perez.
Todd Perry.
Maria Pichasaka.
Jasmine Pilato.
Gisela Pinto.
Michaela Leanne Podlas.
Jack Porcaro.
Berlin Portillo.
Diary Portillo.
Ryan Prado.
Elijah Price.
Aaliyah Pryor.
Clara Purisaka.
Alessandra Aramis Kilcate.
Andrea Alexa Quintana Alevaro.
Diego Quispe.
Osman Kreshi. Emily Ramirez.
Jaylene Charlene Ramirez.
Kendrick Ramirez.
Samantha Ramirez Portillo.
Yasmin Ramirez.
Jade Ramirez Carvajal.
Zeandre Rayford.
Oneida Reed.
Daniel Rigo.
Noah Rhine.
Alpha Renteria.
Emerson Naum Reyes.
Isabel Angela Reyes.
Maria Reyes.
Ray Reyes.
Brandon Reynolds.
Isabella Riccardi.
May Ritchie.
Achias Riddick.
Samuel Meyer Ryder.
Matthew Rifflard.
Fabrizio Andre Rimac.
Freddie Rios.
Luis Rios.
Anli Valentin.
Amaris Rivera.
Armani Rivera.
Emmanuel Alberto Rivera.
Sarah Roach.
Sean Roberts.
Sanai Robertson.
Antoinette Robinson.
Evelyn Roblero.
Aldair Rodriguez.
Andre Rodriguez.
Anthony Rodriguez.
Carlos Rodriguez.
Edgar Rodriguez.
Giovanni Rodriguez.
Javier Rodriguez.
Mariana Rodriguez.
Sarai Rodriguez.
Zenaida Rodriguez. Luis Rodriguez Platero.
Johnny Rodriguez.
Alexis Rojas.
Dominic Romano.
Justin Nazea Romeo.
Aileen Romero.
Lauren Romero.
Jessica Rosa.
Natasha Rosa.
Jonathan Rosales.
Andres Rosas.
Gabriel Rosas.
Derek Alessandro Rossi.
Gregory Ruffin.
Ryan Jonathan Russo Jr.
Luis Sabion.
Bruce Sachs.
Kayla Yasmin Sajid.
Gabriela Saldariaga.
Carissa May Sally.
Ray Sanabia Guijen.
Christian Sanchez.
Patricia Leesca Sanchez.
Javanti Sandoval.
Mirari Sanoha.
Jenna Marie Santa Cruz.
Christopher Anthony Santiago.
Gabriela Schultz.
Christina Schultz.
Christopher Schwartzbeck.
Ashley Scott.
Ethan Scott.
Faith Scott.
Matthew James Segali.
Andrew Danilo Surret.
Gladys Francesca Saru Carrasco.
Kiara Sevilla.
Aka Shah.
Mark Shaw Jr.
Zaira Shelby.
Tori Shropshire Howerton.
Troy Shropshire Howerton.
Daisha Simmons.
Nave Angel Simmons.
Sana Amira Simmons.
Lucia Simone.
Damian Simpson.
Jonathan Simpson.
Samaya Angelique Sims.
Aryan Singh.
Aiden Skakel.
Michael Schoolovold.
Asia Renee Smith.
Isaiah Smith.
James Smith.
Nicholas Smith.
Amaya Soler.
Jasmine Solis.
Caitlin Solis.
Jose Angel Soriano.
Nayeli Sotelo.
Catherine Southwell.
Zariah Springer. Haley Steindorf.
Gerard Stackhouse. Patrick Stevens Maddox.
Preston Stevens.
Ava Lane Stumer.
Daviana Swaby.
Jaime Suero.
Alexandra Tapia.
Alyssa Tarantino.
Christopher Turok.
Tanisha Tabron.
Cleon Joshua Taylor Jr.
De Niro Theo Taylor.
Marilyn Tejeda.
Joanna Teofilo.
Fabel Teran. Omar Thomas II.
Ruby Victoria Terrero Feliz.
Eric Caesar Tirado.
Savannah Dorothea Tinsley.
Taylor Victoria Tobin.
Brian Tabone.
Jaylene Toban.
Alan Michael Torres.
Angela Torres.
Jocelyn Torres.
Kimberly Torres.
Inacia Trail.
Brianna Trellis.
Charles Trinka.
Thien Trong.
Leora Turner.
Odell Turner.
Arlette Laura Valenzuela.
Daniel Valenzuela.
Aaliyah Marie Valera.
Manuel Jose Valladares.
Nayeli Gabriela Valadares Fuentes.
Daniel Scott Vandemark.
Rosaline Vaquero.
Cruz Vasquez Jr.
Jordan Vasquez.
Anthony Thomas Vasquez.
Michael Anthony Vasquez Jr.
Robbie Vasta.
Tristan Victor.
Jaden Lee Watson.
Jennifer Vidal.
Anicia Wallace.
Amanda Olivia Waite.
Taylor Walters.
Haley Wanamaker.
Cynthia Wang.
Matthias Villafane.
David Wang.
Keith Jared Weber.
Aiden Welling.
Dominique Wheeler.
Naomi Whitted.
Sedelia Monet Whitted.
Quaje Witten.
Nathan Anthony White.
Yasin Willard.
Adriana Williams.
Emmanuel Williams.
Jesse Williams.
Sebastian Williams.
Brian Wilson.
Tatiana Wimberly.
David DJ Winters.
Matthew Wood.
Danielle Woods.
Matthew Worrell.
Jackson Wang.
Sean Zamanek.
Leslie Zapata.
Tina Zhang.
Anaya Zemur.
James Kosofsky.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is our privilege to present to you the Newburgh Free Academy graduating class of 2022. A big thank you to all of our families and graduates for attending today. Thank you for being here in attendance, and thank you for your commitment to Newburgh Free Academy. Although this is your last walk on the field as a Goldback, you will always be welcomed here at Newburgh Free Academy. Once again, a nice big hand for our graduating class of 2022.